Let's get more on this with Chris Doyle. He's a Middle East commentator and director of the Council for Arab-British Understanding, and he joins us live now from London. Chris, always good to speak to you on the News Hour. So when it comes to the international response, in the past, the US has said that they are critical of the Israeli government's move to effectively annex this particular part of the occupied West Bank. Do you think we're going to see a similar response given what Israel has now just done?
Well, that is a major question. As yet, the United States has not formally slammed what this Israeli government has done. And what we are seeing is that narrowing between de facto annexation, which has been going on for ages, but escalating under this particular Netanyahu coalition, and de jure annexation. Now, President Trump has made it very clear he would stop de jure annexation. He would not carry that out. But, you know, it requires the United States to really use all the levers at its disposal to stop this, because it's the mission statement of this Israeli government to deny a Palestinian state, to prevent it, building these settlements, the associated infrastructure, the taking of Palestinian land is all about doing that. And it's proceeding ahead full scale. And at the moment, it can continue to do that, take more land, as long as it doesn't formally say, actually, this is now part of the sovereign state of Israel.
So, Chris, when you talk about the levers at the disposal of the US government, what are some of those levers that it could use against Israel to stop this going ahead?
Well, ultimately, it could cut off all financial, military and diplomatic support. So it could, for example, stop supplying Israel with the weapons that it's been using primarily in Gaza, but also in the West Bank. It could cut those billions of dollars of aid that it sends to Israel every year. It could stop using the veto at the United Nations Security Council the whole time. So there are extraordinary levers that could be deployed. Of course, one of the favorite tools that Donald Trump has been using is to impose tariffs on other states. So it could impose the Trump administration further tariffs on the state of Israel to hit their economy. All of this and more. It could decide not to back Israel in other areas, for example, on Lebanon, Syria and Iran, where Prime Minister Netanyahu has strategic ambitions going forward.
And of course, all of these could also have been used to stop the war on Gaza very early on. That, of course, didn't happen. But do you think what we're seeing happen in the occupied West Bank, not just with Area C, but the continuous raids, is just an extension of that war on Gaza?
I do. I think that the focus of the military operations of the Israeli government has shifted. Gaza, in some ways, has slowed down. I still believe that there is a genocide going on. We've seen huge numbers of people killed since October the 11th. But in an election year, it's the West Bank that is right at the heart of what this government is trying to do. The more land it can take, the more Palestinians it can push into the cities, away from those rural agricultural zones, the better. And it will increase, in the view of Netanyahu, his chances of being able to form the next government after those elections. Because it's the West Bank that truly matters to most Israelis on the right. It's not Gaza. This is, for them, the ground zero of their biblical ambitions for the re-emergence of a greater Israel. And that is what his base is focused on.
Chris Doyle, always appreciate your perspective. Live to us there from London. Thank you as always, Chris.
Thank you.